Residential real estate prices in the Dominican Republic continue to rise sharply. We analyzed this market 3 years ago and started recommending the Dominican Republic to our investor clients at just the right time. The significant price growth here is primarily driven by the very high demand for real estate from both local residents and foreign international buyers, as well as a clearly insufficient supply. And although the number of new projects coming onto the market here has almost doubled over the past 3 years, demand has grown fourfold, and today almost all new projects for sale are being snapped up instantly upon their release. According to ProperStar, a prominent real estate portal providing comprehensive statistics on the Dominican real estate market, in July 2024, the average price of apartments increased by a significant 8% compared to the same period last year, while luxurious villas continued to grow at a steady rate of 5% year-on-year over the same period. Astute investors and individuals who can comfortably afford to buy vacation properties are actively buying up the Dominican Republic en masse. For now, prices here are still fairly reasonable, but the housing market is getting hotter and hotter. This is mainly due to demand from foreign buyers who have literally flooded into the country. The main buyers of luxury real estate in the resort areas of the Dominican Republic are Americans. They account for 65% of transactions. Canadians make up another 25% of all transactions, and only 10% are buyers from other countries and local residents. Over the past 5 years, the rapidly developing tourism industry, a very stable economy, and indeed favorable tax laws have brought a significant wave of foreign buyers to this beautiful country. In 2023, the total number of air arrivals to the Dominican Republic impressively reached 8.1 million people, which is a significant 12.5% more than the figures from the previous year. And in the first half of 2024, the airports of the Dominican Republic have already received more than 5 million people, which is the highest figure in history. The total number of cruise ship arrivals significantly increased by as much as 74% year-on-year, ultimately reaching a brand new record high of 2.3 million people, which is a remarkable achievement. And the tourism sector continues to grow actively. A significant percentage of those coming to the country for vacation later consider purchasing real estate here. According to the International Monetary Fund, the country is experiencing a remarkable increase in the population's wealth. The average GDP per capita in this particular country has significantly increased by 4.5 times, which is an incredibly high and remarkable growth rate. Moreover, the national poverty rate has sharply decreased in recent years to just 16%, down from over 40% 10 years ago. For investors, the Dominican Republic offers truly very high rental yields. In some areas of the Dominican Republic, rental yields, excluding property appreciation, reach as high as 13% per year. In the second quarter of 2024, according to the Comprehensive Global Property Guide, the average gross rental yield in the beautiful Dominican Republic was a significant 9.74%, whereas in contrast, in the United States and Canada, it is typically around 3%. The activity of foreign buyers is driving up real estate prices. According to local real estate experts and analysts, the significant surge of foreign buyers in the Dominican property market has demonstrably led to average price increases of approximately 10% per year, a notable trend. The COVID-19 pandemic, of course, had a significant impact on the Dominican housing market. It was precisely after the pandemic when many residents of the US and Canada gained the ability to work remotely, either partially or fully, that demand for real estate in the Dominican Republic increased several times over. Currently, the prevailing prices for residential real estate situated near the beautiful ocean started around $115,000, while in more exclusive and upscale areas such as Cap Cana, the considerable cost of a comfortable one-bedroom apartment with a generous area of 90 square meters, which is approximately 1,000 square feet, already amounts to a significant $250,000. Although just a year earlier, such an apartment could have been purchased for $30,000 to $40,000 less. One of the most successful integrated development projects in the Dominican Republic has been the Cap Cana project on the East Coast. This is an elite residential and tourist development covering a large area of about 120 square kilometers. I have have talked a lot about Cap Cana in my previous videos. Here, both condominium complexes and villas are being built, as well as golf courses, the infrastructure necessary for luxury living, and commercial real estate. Today, this is probably the fastest growing area in the Dominican Republic, where prices have risen by 15% just in the past year. Also in the Dominican Republic, the real estate lending sector is developing at a very rapid and significant pace. The vast majority of real estate transactions in the Dominican Republic are still currently carried out without utilizing credit. Nevertheless, the country's mortgage lending market, which until recently was equivalent to only 3% of the country's GDP, has been growing by more than 17% per year over the past 5 years. And today, the number of loans issued for home purchases is already twice as high as it was 5 years ago. The economy of the Dominican Republic is very stable. In recent years, it has consistently shown solid growth of approximately 6% per year, which is the best indicator among all Caribbean countries and significantly higher than the rates observed in the US and Canada. After a very sharp spike following the global pandemic, inflation has now successfully returned to below 3%, which is completely normal and quite typical for the Dominican Republic, a nation with a stable economic outlook. All of the above gives us a clear picture of what is happening in the Dominican Republic today. I believe that real estate prices here will continue to rise, and over the next 10 years, prices will at least double. Given that rental yields are 3 times higher than in Canada, this truly makes the region extremely profitable for real estate investment. So if you want to invest your money profitably, I would confidently say that the Dominican Republic is one of the top options available today. See you next time on the channel.